Hello, beautiful people. Um, Hold on. Dropping my mic is so me. Yeah, it's like 9:45. I'm in South Africa, and there's load shedding. That is why there is no light. But I already took my nap today, so I was like, okay, I don't have the energy to nap again, and I'm not feeling lazy, so let me do something. And the first thought that came into my mind when I thought of recording a video was talking about, you know what, let's just call this a podcast. This is a podcast. This is the beginning of the episode, so it is boring. Um, I'm not gonna edit this because if I think, oh, let me edit, then I'm never gonna post it, and we don't want that. We don't want me not to post it. So I'm going to upload it. So I've been living in South Africa since December, like maybe around the 14th of 2024, and now it is, I think, the 24th of February 2025. So that is December to have, that is 2 months exactly. Well, 2 months and a half, I guess. Um, and it's been very interesting. Like living in South Africa is actually so interesting to me. Um, and that's in terms of everything. Like I'm shocked every day. I'm like, wow. And shocked mostly in a good way, surprisingly. Like I'm like, there's a lot to do here. And I haven't even done much because I've been broke since I moved here. But like the fact that there's, guys, Swaziland doesn't have Ubers, eh? Like we call taxis, like, and a taxi there is pretty much like a taxi in America. And I say that because in South Africa they call a kumbi a taxi, and a kumbi in Swaziland is public transport. So here they call a taxi public transport essentially, and then they call Ubers, Bolts by their like business names. So, like, Swaziland didn't have Uber. I think it has like one company that does taxis. I think it's called like Leap. I'm not so familiar with it, which is why I don't even know it. But like, I think I saw a glimpse of that on like someone's post the other day, and I was like, wait, I think I remember this Leap taxi, but I've never used it because taxis in Swaziland are expensive. Like, it doesn't matter whether there's an app or not. It is expensive, and you know what? That's great for the taxi drivers because it's like you get to make like the money that you determine. Um, but then I like, and also like I've heard like in Kenya and here people who use Uber specifically have like certain things that they complain about. Like I think one Uber driver was talking to me and my friend and was like, "Look, Uber doesn't like really respect drivers. Like yes, when it comes to like client and driver protection, they're good with that. But when it comes to like um payment, they're so bad. Like someone was telling me that, I'll go back to the story when I remember it fully, but someone was telling me that Uber can charge like someone 1,000 rand because like they're going really far, but they'll only pay like the Uber driver like 300 rand. Like I don't know what it is, but like they were even saying Bolt is better in that sense. Like Bolt, whatever price they say to the client is the price that they pay the Uber driver, whereas Uber kind of like cheats them. So when you look at it from that perspective, it's like, I guess it's not so bad that like taxis are expensive in Swaziland, but then I also feel like there should be like a middle ground. Like I feel like I, as a not rich person, like not rich right now, because I will be one day. I use Ubers to get around in South Africa, and like they cost between like 40 and 180 rand, like depending on where I'm going, obviously, like, and also like if it's peak times or not. But for the same destination in my country, in Swaziland, you pay like 300 rand, like 400 rand, like it's insane. Like I think Swaziland is just so much more expensive when it comes to taxis, and like I feel like there's no regulation in terms of like, okay, but you're going this distance, so like charge this much, like this how much petrol is good. Like I feel like there's not enough factors that contribute to the price. It's just I don't know. There is factors obviously. Like I can't really speak for people, but like they probably have like a community of their own where they discuss this. But the way I've experienced it is that it's not so fair system. Yeah, really, like it's like you could have charged me less, you know. Also, because considering the economy in Swaziland, like we are impoverished. That country is poor, so it's like you can't charge that much for having people get around. And then it's like, okay, yeah, use public transport, but my thing with public transport is that public transport is not going to pick you up anytime, anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yes, I understand you're paying for convenience, but it could also be affordable convenience because if you're affordable, you'd get more customers, which allows you to make even more money than you would charging a lot and getting only few. But then again, that I can't determine someone's like financial worth. Do you know what I mean? Like if if that's what works out for them, then great. And I'm not a taxi driver or an Uber driver. Never experienced. Don't even know how to drive. Don't even have a car. Don't pay petrol. So I don't take my car to the service. So like those are things that I then need to take into consideration and be like, okay, but that's if I'm not experiencing it, I'm not in that person's shoes. Can never be really in that person's shoes unless I experience it. Um, I guess I can only speak from a consumer's perspective. And whatever I say they must improve has to benefit me in some way as well. Do you know what I mean? So it is a selfish outlook. And I don't think it could be selfless unless I had an Uber, Bolt, a taxi driver come here and explain the experience on their own. Which I might one day, like I might interview or have on a podcast either of those people from Swaziland and from here because I've spoken to some really, really brilliant minds. And I'm just like, wow, I need to do a podcast with this person because they're so articulate, they're so educated, they just have a drive. And this is from all the countries I've used these in. That's Ireland, Kenya, South Africa, and then Swaziland with the taxis and the kumbis. And even here, even kumbi drivers, do you know what I mean? Yeah, like they have like really fascinating stories. It's like if I'm in the mood, like, and they're in the mood, we have like a really good conversation about the types of clients that come in, about the places that they prefer not to go, the places they prefer to go, the places, the times they prefer to work, and why, even if it makes less than another time. Like, there's so many things you could get into when you're talking to an Uber driver. It's so fascinating. Also, like the cultural difference, like in Kenya, they will predominantly speak to you in English. When you speak in English, they speak back to you in English. Here, they speak in their language. Hear it, don't hear it. This is my language, and I love that. Like I love that confidence. And obviously, when they can see that you guys are not understanding each other, then they will speak English or whatever language it is that you can speak. But it's just really cool because like South Africa is just the type of place where it's like this is my tribe, this is what I speak. That's your tribe, that's what you speak. Okay, you're foreign, that's what you speak. Okay, I'm gonna speak what I speak. Let me see if I can hear you when you speak what you speak. If I can't hear you, then we'll find a middle ground. But if I can, then I'll speak what I speak and you speak what you speak. And it's just a it's not there's no competition. There's no oh you should have said it like this. There's no. They just get it. Like they just know how to integrate difference in their way of living, and I think that's a beautiful thing, and that's not just Uber drivers, that is everyone. Like service workers, retail, like everybody, everyone. Um, yeah, I find that really fascinating. More. I haven't really got to experience. Hey, I've experienced nightlife here, but I haven't experienced it a lot. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think a lot is a determining factor of if I've had a good experience or not. I'm just saying, like I've gone out twice. First time was I didn't like it that much. It was chilled. It was more my vibe, but I didn't like it. Second time was not my vibe at all, and I enjoyed it. So I wonder, which is really my vibe. I think it just depends on the day, like the mood. If I'm feeling very energetic that day, like I need to go somewhere where I can throw that ass back, make that coochie breathe, and yeah, guys, the internet got us so fucked up. The internet got us fucked up because there's no way you could have caught 16-year-old me singing, throw that ass back, make that coochie breathe, hands on your knees. Like, I'm like, what a time we've come to. And it's like, I don't even listen to Sexy Red, but get it sexy, get it. Like, when you play this in the club, bro, I'm shaking my ass. What do you mean? It's just so interesting how, like, even if you don't, like, consciously consume certain things, they get into your mind anyway. This leads me to, it just burnt my throat. Wow. Okay, let me put it away. Okay. Ow. Goopy guys. Okay. Let's put this here for now. Electricity is back. Oh my god. This is great. Because this means I get to charge my phone. Guys, I swear this bitch was on like 8%. My floor is a bit messy. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But, yeah, I'm kind of excited about the electricity now, so I'm gonna catch y'all later. Yeah, bye.